Today we are going head to head against two of the most popular IEMs under rupees 10,000. We're of course talking about the Moondrop Aria 2s and the Truthear Hexas. So let's get started. Hey everyone, it's Ian here from Headphone Zone. Now, if you've been following our channel for a while, you'll know that I put out reviews on both the Truthear Hexa as well as the Moondrop Aria 2s. So I thought we'll have a little fun and put both the IEMs against each other and see which is worth your hard-earned money. So starting off with the unboxing experience between the Truthear Hexa and the Moondrop Arias, you'll find that there's not a lot of difference. That's because the packaging material almost seems to be similar quality, and they have anime art featuring from both of these brands, which just seems to be the trend with a lot of these sci-fi IEMs out there. Where things actually start to get different is when you go inside the box. The Truthear Hexas, in my opinion, offer better accessories, and that's because they have 6 pairs of silicon ear tips. Some of them are narrow bore, some of them are wide bore. So depending on what you want, a better bass extension or treble extension, you can kind of swap out the silicon ear tips. And if that's not enough, they also have a pair of foam ear tips inside the box for a better snug fit. Now, while Moondrop Arias come with a nice hard case, I personally prefer the Truthear's Hexa's soft pouch because this is something that I would personally carry with me while I'm traveling and want to keep my IEM safe. The hard case just doesn't seem very pocket friendly. It's something that I would throw into a backpack, but if I'm really carrying it on me, I would prefer the soft carrying pouch. The only place I found that the Moondrop Arias come up better in terms of accessories is the swappable 4.4 termination provided in the box, making it super easy to use with balance stacks on the go. You don't get that with the Truthear Hexa. So I still remember the first time I used the Truthear Hexas. They fit like an absolute glove. And this is because of the angular design along with that resin housing. It just makes for a perfect seal. The Moondrop Arias, on the other hand, use this metallic housing, which obviously makes the IEM quite sturdy. I personally didn't have a lot of issue getting the perfect fit due to the silicon ear tips in the box. But I do know that a lot of you guys out there have a bit of a fit issue with this, and the IEMs do tend to be a bit heavy on the ears, so it can affect longer listening hours. However, there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that between the two of the IEMs, you'll find that the better build quality definitely lies with the Aria 2s. You have metal housing on the earpieces, and the cable is just absolutely fantastic. It's very thick, and you have 0 microphonics on it, and that swappable termination, which absolutely blows the Truthear Hexas out of the water. Now, as for the IEMs themselves, Truthear have gone with a hybrid design this time. It's using 1 dynamic driver and 3 balanced armature drivers, whereas the Moondrop Aria 2s are sticking with the good old-fashioned single dynamic driver, just like they did with the original. But if you watched any of my previous reviews, you know that it's not about the kind of drivers or how many drivers you actually end up using, but rather on how well they are tuned. So if you're just looking at graphs on both of these IEMs, it's very easy to assume that these are fairly well balanced IEMs. But it's not until you actually spend some time with the IEMs and put them through their paces along with your test tracks to actually find out the true potential of what these IEMs can sound like. Both the Moondrop Aria and the Truthear Hexas are fairly easy to drive, rated around 32 ohms and about 120 decibels in terms of sensitivity. So you should be able to pair this straight with your source device or any portable dongle tag that you may have. I found that in terms of sound signature, the Moondrop Arias are a little bit more fun and engaging to listen to and lean towards that more warmer side. While you don't get the transparency of the Hexas, it's a more fun and engaging sound to listen to. The Hexas, on the other hand, they're definitely a lot more analytical. You can hear the separation and the subtle nuances in music, which sometimes on the Arias is not possible. Now, the Moondrop Arias are definitely the more engaging pair to listen to between these two IEMs. However, the main drawback is that the soundstage is quite narrow and in your face compared to the Hexas. That's not to say that the Hexas are the best in terms of soundstage out there, but between the two of these, it's definitely more adaptable compared to something like the Moondrop Aria. Now, you would have heard a lot of people call the Truthear Hexa a mini Blessing 2, and that's for good reason. You'll find that it checks a lot of the right boxes with detail, accuracy, and good transparency. But one major issue that I had with the Blessing 2 was the kind of sibilance that would come out from that IEM. With the Truthear Hexa, that's not the case, and for me, that's a big plus. Do keep in mind though, the Truthear Hexas do have their fair share of drawbacks. For me, the low-end region was a big concern. You'll find that between the two IEMs, the Hexas have better bass extension, but in terms of actual listening experience, you'll find that it does lack that oomph in the low end, and on certain tracks, it can sound a little bit stale. Compared to the Moondrop Arias, you'll find that the Arias are a lot more engaging and that mid bass is nice and full. So regardless of what music genre you're listening to, you'll always have that fun, engaging experience, which sometimes just is not right on the Hexas. So to the all-important question, which one of these IEMs is worth your hard-earned money? Well, I'm going to stick to my original recommendation and still suggest the Moondrop Aria 2 for the vast majority of you guys out there. If it's your first IEM under rupees 10,000, you won't get a better sounding IEM than this. It's fun, it's engaging, the build quality is superb, and you just end up with a very premium IEM for rupees 10,000. The Truthear Hexas, on the other hand, is going to be my recommendation to most seasoned listeners. So probably you already have a couple of IEMs in your collection, and the Hexa is going to be that one IEM which is superb in terms of transparency and giving you that analytical factor without spending a lot of money. So the Hexas are great for that. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys found it helpful. Do let me know in the comment section down below which IEM would you pick up, the Moondrop Aria 2s or the Truthear Hexas. For all you guys out there who want to actually try out these IEMs, you're most welcome to come to our experience studio here in Mumbai or catch us at our Headphone Connect events happening in a city near you. For now, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, happy listening.